What's up, guys? So in today's Tesla video, we're going to be talking about the last trading session on Tuesday. So the stock was actually up a bit. It was actually up about 1.74%. So a lot of you guys in the previous video, you were asking if you can get Tesla stock down at 500, and a lot of you guys left some comments saying you guys wish you had bought and things like that, and you think that the factory closures are going to affect Q2. So here's my opinion. Elon Musk, as I pointed out in the previous video, has worked really, really hard to get those factories open, and is still halfway through Q2, guys. So they already had some closures in Q1, and they had some pretty spectacular numbers. So if they really put the pedal to the metal, I think that the Q2 numbers can be much better. And also those numbers in China are going to prove as well. Remember though, so the China had ended up closing those factories much earlier than the United States did, and most of those Chinese factories, even though there's been some issues there, there's been some pre-orders and things like that in China. So those Chinese numbers, which were really, really bad in the first quarter, those will improve in Q2, guys. So as long as the factory gets open, let's say by the end of this week, there is still a chance that the company is going to be profitable. So like they've been profitable the last 3 quarters, and I know this is kind of hard because with the Fremont factory closed and everything like that, and Elon Musk seems like he's going on lots of rants, but we really don't know what's going to happen. So I would say right now I'm still holding on to my Tesla shares, and I think a lot of that negativity from the whole coronavirus is already kind of priced into the stock, guys. So I'm really, really, really long-term bullish on Tesla. I can't emphasize that enough. I think in the short term there's obviously some profit taking that you can get because Tesla stock is one of the more volatile stocks on the Nasdaq in general. So that's why I enjoy making videos about it, because there seems like there's always something new to add to the discussion. But right now, as we can see here, we're continuously on an uptrend, guys. So if you guys are buying Tesla, I would say definitely hold on. I think a lot of investors are already aware that these numbers are going to be pretty bad across the board for most companies in Q2. So I wouldn't worry so much about that. I would pretty much be looking towards what's going to be happening in June, because June is a really, really important date, because that is basically the June. At the end of June, that's the end of Q2, and we want to make sure that there's not a second wave. So I want to kind of touch on that point. A lot of you guys made a very interesting point. You said that if they open things up for the United States, there could potentially be a second wave, and that could cause some effects. So I really haven't read too much information on kind of the second wave, but if that happens, that could be catastrophic, of course, because then the governments will be regretting the decisions to open everything up, and then we could have a couple more issues on our hands, guys. So really don't, it's really up in the air what's going to be happening with that, but I would say this is a wait and see. So right now, like I said, I'm still holding on to my shares. For you guys that bought, you could have actually bought that dip here. So there was a small dip when Elon Musk tweeted that the stock was too expensive. I thought that was a nice time to kind of get back into the stock, and now we're just riding up, guys. So I think we should just take this opportunity to kind of hope that the factory stays open, and try to stay positive and everything, and just kind of see where things head, because at the end of the day, Tesla is an awesome long-term investment. So for some of you guys out there that are younger investors, if you guys are in your teenagers or in your early 20s, I would say just buy and hold. Don't try to trade it too much. Don't try to overthink it. For you guys out there that are a little bit older, if you guys want immediate safety, you could take some money off the table, or you could buy, as I mentioned in some previous videos, you can simply buy put options to kind of hedge your position. So if you're afraid, so maybe you have a lot of money in Tesla stock, you definitely don't want to go naked, because if the stock does crash because of the Q2 numbers are really, really bad, you're going to lose a lot of money. And that's one of the bad things about Tesla stock. They don't pay a dividend, so the stock is obviously more volatile. It's good, if you're a short-term investor, but if you're older and you have a lot of money in the stock, it can be really devastating to mount up those losses. So guys, take a look at put options. You just simply would buy a put option, so that way if the stock does plummet, you're going to make some money, and if the stock continues to go up, well, you just lose the premium on the put option. So that's what I would do if you're holding a large amount of Tesla stock. That's kind of my strategy. So guys, I'm going to put some more information on tomorrow's video about what's going on with the fact that the California factory. If you guys have any questions about Tesla stock in general, be sure to leave them in the comments, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to my channel. I post videos on Tesla Monday through Friday every day. So be sure to subscribe to receive more future updates. So that's until next time, guys. Take care.